вас очень хороший русский.
Спасибо. One thing that I love about the United States is just how diverse it is. We have many different cultures from around the globe living together in one area. Specifically, where I live in Arnold's Park, Iowa, my favorite time of the year is the summertime, because during this season, we host a lot of J1 and H2B workers at our historic amusement park. At the end of our work season, we take a group trip from Arnold's Park, Iowa to Minneapolis, Minnesota. But also during the trip, we did some shopping at some different outlet malls, watched a Minnesota Twins baseball game, rode attractions at the Minnesota State Fair, visited the largest shopping mall in the United States, the Mall of America, and bought sweet treats from Minnesota's largest candy store. Even though we had all these fun activities planned, I still wanted to visit some place where the workers speak Russian or Turkish. I haven't had a Russian dialogue on camera since I surprised my friend Ali Khan by studying Russian in secret, so I wanted to return to the language. My goal during the trip is to order food in Russian, introduce myself in Russian, and have a nice conversation. You see, one of the biggest contrasts between small towns and big cities is the level of cultural diversity and things to do. Bigger cities in the US often showcase a greater variety of cultures and more diverse population compared to the quiet, calm life of a small town. As a language learner, big cities offer many opportunities to practice the foreign languages you speak and to experience the cultures associated with those languages. So, as the date of our trip got closer, I did some research and found out there is a Russian grocery store called Minsk Market in Eagan, Minnesota, and a Russian restaurant called Moscow on the Hill in St. Paul, Minnesota. Even though the grocery store was about 25 minutes from where we were and the restaurant was a little pricey, I still wanted to visit both to experience Russian culture firsthand. Also, I prefer to capture real, natural moments on camera, which is easier said than done. Because of this, it's hard to record without making people suspicious of my camera or making them feel uncomfortable. I purchased the Insta360 X3 camera and a tripod to my backpack. But the problem is that it sticks out like a sore thumb and people can tell when I'm recording. But for this trip, I bought the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. You can still see the tiny camera on the frame if you look closely, but I believe they look much more natural and nonchalant than the Insta360, specifically when it comes to engaging in conversations. One last thing to note is that I've been told several times that I look Russian. I don't know what it is specifically, but I guess I have a Slavic Eastern European appearance. But actually, I have roots from Ireland and Norway. So, will the workers just assume I'm Russian, or will they think I'm American? Let's go find out.
So I was going to visit a Russian market like in a couple days, but I noticed that it's literally only like 5 minutes away from me walking. So we're here at the outlet malls, so I'm just like, okay, let's just go there. Why not? Let's just do it right now. Я немного нервничаю, но я счастлив тоже. Это немного странно. Guys, I think it's literally just up this hill. That's crazy. I didn't know it was so close to the outlet mall. There it is. It's literally just right there. That's insane. Alright, we're about to visit it. Try to practice some Russian. Oh man, I'm a little nervous, but let's just do it. Okay. This is it right here. Minsk Market. Minsk Market. Мое произношение очень плохо. Let's just see if they're open. Okay. Я слышу русский язык.
Что вам простите?
Я никогда не попробовал русскую еду, но я хочу попробовать.
Именно колбаса?
Так сладкие, типа.
Посадка? Окей. Что вам больше нравится?
Выпечка.
Выпечка, тогда я бы сказала, есть вот такие рогалики, очень хорошие. Они с орехом. И вот эти трубочки, это делает девочка, тоже русский.
Какой твой любимый?
Для меня вот это.
Давайте.
Пожалуйста. Возьмите.
Спасибо.
Спасибо.
Здравствуйте. Я не знал, что русские люди живут там, здесь.
Здесь?
Да.
Будете карты или наличные?
Можно заплатить картой?
Картой можно, да.
Я американец, но я хотел практиковать русский язык здесь.
А где вы его выучили?
Я изучал онлайн.
Онлайн?
Я работаю с людьми из Казахстана. Да.
У вас очень хороший русский.
Спасибо.
Возможно, лучше, чем у меня английский.
Какой у тебя уровень английского? Хорошо?
Если проходить тест А2, иногда показывает Б1. Но я думаю, что у меня плохой английский. Но
Продолжать.
я стараюсь.
Спасибо. So, I tried to speak a little Russian in there, but I think that the lady behind the counter kind of just thought that I was Russian. So, it didn't exactly go as planned. Like, usually all these videos don't really go as planned. Like, I don't know. The other girl was a little surprised, but I don't know. It's just probably just my appearance, just the way that I look. I just look Russian, I guess. I don't know what it is. So yeah, it didn't exactly go as planned at the Russian market. It's a little intimidating approaching people in a foreign language. But I bought these like assorted cookies. She recommended them, so let's just try it out. It's not bad, but I'm glad that I didn't drive here all the way by myself, because that would have been really disappointing, just like the Turkish restaurant. Они просто предполагали, что я русский. It's like a 6 out of 10. It's okay. Actually, make it a 5. 5 out of 10. So my first attempt didn't go quite as well as I thought it would, and the glasses weren't the best option in this situation. After this experience, I felt hesitant about going to the Russian restaurant. But one thing I've learned about language learning is that failure is inevitable, especially in the beginning when you might not get the results you want. In an age of social media where everyone's achievements, graduations, weddings, first place trophies, degrees, showers, medals are on full display, it's easy to forget that failure is normal. About 4 years ago, my father passed away, and it was the most devastating thing that's ever occurred in my life. He was my motivator, my friend, my hero, and the greatest dad that I could ask for. When he was sick in the hospital, I suffered from depression, thoughts of suicide, worthlessness, and experienced a lot of academic failure. From the outside looking in, it seemed like I was a dumb kid, but I was really going through a hard time. I'm saying this because some people think you need a gift or a certain level of intellect to learn a language, but I wanted to demonstrate that it doesn't matter what you go through or your level of intellect, and you can bounce back from anything. If you're really passionate about something, you should follow it with your whole heart. And after working at the amusement park, I've come to realize that there's more to learning a language than a textbook in a classroom. There's a difference between learning a language to get a good mark on a test and learning a language because you want to put a smile on someone's face. Once you fall, you got to learn to pick yourself up. So in that sense, I did. And although I was a bit skeptical about going to the Russian restaurant, I went back. I'm calling the Uber right now. I think that's him down the street. My Uber right there. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
We gotta keep moving. We got traffic.
We got places to be.
Come on, place to be. Let's practice this Russian.
I made it here to Moscow on the hill.
Some place that I could work a little bit and eat, and then someone's going to join me after a while.
Sure. So inside?
Yes, no.
I don't think the worker speaks Russian. At this point, when I entered the Russian restaurant, I noticed that the waitress in the lobby had an American accent and there were no Russian speakers in sight. That was it. She walked me to my table and I had to accept defeat. I wasn't going to be able to practice my Russian. Until. I'm just curious. Do you have anybody here that speaks Russian?
Yeah.
You do?
Do you want...
Could I?
Yeah, let me grab one.
Okay.
I'll buy the big jar.
Здравствуйте. Я хотел практиковать немного русский язык.
Русский, да,
Это-
хорошо говорите. Да.
Это возможно?
Можно, конечно. Я на русском говорю, так что мы поменялись, все нормально. Я буду у вас.
Я американец, но я знаю, что мой внешность похожа на русского.
Похож, да. Похож.
Что вы рекомендуете?
Из еды покушать
Да,
пельмени вкусные, сибирян пельмени.
конечно.
И если хотите попробовать борщ,
Борщ, конечно. Я слышал, что борщ очень вкусно, но пельмени звучит очень вкусно тоже. Пельмени.
пельмени,
Да. Вчера я посетил русский рынок и попробовал печенью, но не так вкусно.
не так вкусно. Ну, борщ здесь очень вкусный. Пельмени тут сами делаем.
Ага.
Так что они в любом случае вкусные, понравятся. Должны
Я
понравиться.
надеюсь, что будет вкусно пельмени.
Что-нибудь попить? Просто вода?
Просто вода, пожалуйста.
А вы русский язык учите? Просто захотели сами учить или...
Я изучал с учителем онлайн, и летом я работаю в парке развлечений. Да.
И да, там вы тоже...
Люди из Казахстана.
Да, в Казахстане
Знаете?
на русском говорят, да.
Я всегда хотел понимать, когда они говорили по-русски.
Но это сложный язык.
О,
русский
конечно,
сложный.
да, очень
Но у
сложно.
вас уже такой уровень, что вы вот диалог можете вести. Это очень хорошо. А пишете, вы хорошо пишете?
Время от
Читаете?
времени, да. Это сложно тоже.
Да, потому что буквы другие, алфавит
Да.
другой. Ну,
Согласен.
молодец.
Спасибо. Все.
А как вас зовут?
И вы?
Оксана.
Оксана. Спасибо.
So this is what's called the Siberian dumplings, and there was like sour cream in the middle and like some sort of vinegar that you could add. And as you can see, I absolutely hated it. It was so disgusting. No, I'm just kidding. It was really, really good, and I had such a good experience.
У меня есть вопрос. Вы когда-нибудь встретила американца, который знает русский язык?
Очень редко.
Очень.
Очень мало. И вы очень хорошо знаете русский язык.
Обычно мы изучали испанский язык, но русский язык.
Да, да, здесь испанский более популярный. Хорошего дня вам, спасибо.
Хорошего дня, да.
So I haven't reviewed the footage yet for my Insta 360, but that went like 10 times better than the Russian market. I feel like waitresses and waiters are a little more patient and relaxed, and like they can take their time with you, whereas with like at a market, deli, bodega, they just want to get you out of there, you know, like as quick as possible. So it was much better. Of course the food was much better, and I could showcase my Russian a little bit more. I was really concerned about this trip being like really bad, but it turned out pretty well.
Catch me falling, yeah, falling.